I grew up in Sacramento, California. I was the only child till I was about 16. My mom left my dad when I was about 3.5, and so he was a single dad.
Both my parents are homeless. They sent me to my uncle's house to live with him. They sent me to my grandma and grandpa's house to live with them.
And then they put you up for adoption.
And they put me up for adoption through the county. I was more of like a A's, B's, C's kind of guy for a while.
Then you got attacked.
Then I got attacked on the street. They used a hammer and a hatchet as their weapons of choice.
They pronounced him dead. I was like, let me see him for myself. They took me to the morgue, and I said, I just want to be alone with them. And I just was crying, and then as I was pushing him back in, he started, trying to break out of the bag. So then I had to go get the nurses and doctors, and they came in. They got him out, and they did all those tests on him, and he was fine. My ex-wife and my son were on the women's side, and our marriage was like
on the verge of ending.
On the rocks. And then I was on the side for men.
Girls weren't really working out for me, and so that same day I came to him and answered his question. I was like, yeah, I'll go out with you.
And then we started dating, and then 2 weeks later, he proposed.
Giving thanks to God for the gift of marriage, asking God's blessing upon them, that they may be strengthened for their life together as a sign of my love and faithfulness. Richard and Ryan, by their promises before God and in the presence of this assembly, have joined themselves to one another as husband and husband. Those whom God has joined together, let no one separate. You may now kiss your husband. It is my pleasure to introduce to you Mr. Ryan Kubota Beckman and Mr. Richard Kubota Beckman.
You're so funny. Love you too.